Enigmatic Nomadics. Is this a van build or a big festival? And is this a good time to ask poor nomads for lots of money? What's up, live viewers? How's everybody doing today? All right, we're going to talk about Jamie and the van build. All right, Enigmatic Nomadics, Jamie, announced some of the particulars of the van build. Now, it's going to be held in California at Castle Air Force Base. The date's not locked down, but April or May is what Jamie has said. There will be concerts, local talent, comedy, seminars, radio stations broadcasting, vendors will be on site, and of course the van build. Now, I know from my band days that putting together an event is not cheap, and it's not that easy either. As far as the concert goes, you need a venue, staff, insurance, facilities, trash receptacles and toilets and stuff like that, parking, vendors for food and drink, permits, and promotion. Now, Jamie is facing some of the same needs. Procuring an Air Force base is not free. I'm sure they require lots of things that go along with that too, and I'm sure that insurance is just one of the many items that are required. It's not free to put on an event such as this at this magnitude. So just how does Enigmatic Nomadics plan on paying for all this? Now, according to Jamie, he's working on getting some sponsors. And the big thing that, of course, the attendees or potential attendees would like to know is, well, how much they're going to cost. What's the pay structure? All right, here we go. The pay structure is as follows. A day pass to visit, walk through and enjoy whatever is there to offer is $20. There's a parking area where you will park and then attend the event. There will be no overnight parking. Repeat, no overnight parking in that lot. A camping day pass is $50. That gets you in the event and a camping spot. Now, $350 will get you a spot for 1 week. For the 2-week duration of the event, you'll have to shell out $600. Now, Jamie did say that there will be a payment plan option so you can start making payments ahead of time. Now, this will alleviate the pressure of coming up with $600 all at once.
Now, you might be looking at it going, man, I want to come for the full event, but $600, we're opening tickets up in November, and the ticket company is set up so you can make payments. So imagine if it's in November and you can only swing maybe $50 or $100 at that time, you've got between then and April, May to be all squared away so it doesn't hit you all at once when you show up to the event on the day or on the month of.
Now, as for the volunteers, they get special treatment. The number of volunteers will be limited. Jamie stated that he knows who has particular skills from past van builds. He knows who has the tools and the know-how to get things done. These people will have priority when it comes to allowing the volunteers in. Now, volunteers will have a spot to camp with all the amenities for free.
What about volunteers? They're going to be there for 14 days. Are they going to be making a $600 payment to be there? We're going to set a specific number of volunteers. We're going to keep it to the heavy hitters that we know come and produce because of previous van builds or other ways we're going to vet them. And to those guys, it's absolutely free. With that, you're going to get camping inside the base, and we're going to work out breakfast for you. We're going to do everything we can to have you feel pampered because that's what you deserve to feel.
Now, this is still in the early stages. Being on a military base has its own questions that need answering. Questions about pets, drones, filming, and other things have come up. These are just a few things that still need addressing. Being this far out, I'm sure more questions will arise and some things may even change. Now, for the down and dirty part. Now, I'm very well aware that everyone just adores Jamie and the van build. Well, except that unhappy customer in the GoFundMe debacle. Yeah, we won't get into that. As an onlooker and the opinionated big mouth that I am, I'm going to give you my honest opinion as to what I think so far. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is the expense. This has seemed to turn into a much bigger thing than it started out, or as it needs to be. In an attempt to become Bob 2.0, the bigger and better is getting expensive. The planning alone is very time consuming. The execution is not as easy as it may appear. Now, van dwellers and builders are not really fluent in the ways of event planning and execution. Yes, this is not his first van build, but it is now going above and beyond a van build. The logistics of concerts and radio stations broadcasting is a large undertaking. To coordinate seminars and vendors and the build takes skill and timing. The more moving parts in this 2-week dance, the more potential for things to go wrong. Like dominoes, one falls and it can take the entire thing down. I feel that this is Jamie's way of following the Bob in hopes of becoming that entrepreneur and eventually one day having Bob money. Bob has made the seminars online. You are responsible for your own camping. Just go do whatever you're going to do. So basically, he cut his overhead, but still charges for anything anyway. Now, Bob had all the rules and made it clear it was not a place for parties and fun. I feel that Jamie's trying to fill that party void while doing the build. The price is more moving parts and a much bigger expense. So let's talk about price and expense. Now, if anyone has tried to get lumber or a part for something that's broken, you know it is all but impossible to find parts. If you are lucky enough to find what you need, the price is outrageous. Now you have to find and purchase the materials you need. You must transport or have them shipped to the location. Not only did you pay overinflated prices for your materials, now you have to pay $600 for 2 weeks to attend a summer festival. Yes, a festival. It's not just a van build. Without all the extras, the cost would be kept down. If something were to happen and the event canceled, there are more problems. Now you have the people that have been making payments as to not incur that $600 all at once. Do they get refunded? How does that work? If someone breaks down and can't make it because they can't get repaired or find their parts or whatever, do they get a refund if they missed the event? What if somebody had material shipped to the event and they couldn't make it or it got canceled? It all sounds like a nightmare to me. Now, some of the people in need of this event just need the skilled labor. The truth is that most don't have the money for labor costs and really don't have the money for the materials. That's right, the poor nomads. And don't say I'm being mean or condescending either. You can't cry the blues and say, people were forced to live like this, then bitch at me because I say they're broke. I think that if circumstances were different, the big festival would be good. Let people gather, party, and get work done. The fact of the matter is that the pandemic is making a resurgence. Material manufacturing is far behind. The demand has driven up prices. We are being slammed by a hurricane. Things are rough all the way around. To ask $50 a day from people that won't even pay $20 to stay in a park just to have a festival, it's not the time. Most of these people boondock so they don't have to pay because they have limited funds. $600 and overpriced materials is a lot. Now, before you say you don't have to pay $600, think about this. How are you guaranteed a spot to get the work done? You have to be there. If you spend money on materials and spend, say, I don't know, $100 for 2 days and you don't get the work done, you're going to be pissed. You're going to have to be there to get in line to get the work done. Now, I think at this point in time, a simple van build would have been best. This could have kept costs down. When times are better, you have a fancy festival event. Sounds like fun. Now, I think Jamie is a stand-up guy. I don't think he's inflating prices to rip anyone off. I think the van build is a great thing. And I think that the volunteers are amazing humans. I just think that the way things are, this is not the time to try to out-Bob the Bob. I think it's way too big too soon. I think in this uncertain time, things can change in a second and drastically. That will leave a lot of people out of a lot of money and very disappointed. Now, this may not be a popular opinion, but this is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.
Loud.